Hello everyone and welcome to my video. So the goal of today's video is to talk about different types of assessment that we can use to help in our classroom setting, and hopefully I can give you guys some insight on some other different types of technology that might help. So firstly, my school uses Canvas. Canvas is a giant database, teacher-student database that very similarly like Blackboard and like Google Classroom, where you can upload a bunch of different assignments, files, and students will have access to it. And I think Canvas is probably the easiest one to use for me, especially. But the coolest thing about Canvas is that I can actually upload assignments on here and grade them on top any type of assignment, really. And Canvas does a really great job of doing that. And that's one type of assessment that you can kind of use for your classroom. But that really depends on whether your school uses Canvas or uses a different type. So mainly what I love to use for assessing my students is Google Forms. And I think the best thing about Google Forms is that you can embed it anywhere. So let's just say that since I'm a history teacher, if I'm teaching about prehistory and I have my PowerPoint here, basically what happens is if I have a certain if I embed a Google form at a certain point of the PowerPoint, so if we're going through the entire content, we go through all this different information, and then I embed the Google form here, the end of class reflection. So what students can do inside the PowerPoint itself is just click on this, or even right on Canvas, and it sends them to the Google form. So the cool part is that students can fill out all the answers, and then once they're completed, I get a copy of it myself. So what I do is a lot of times every time there's a star next to it, it means I have to answer the question, and I can go back and look at the responses, and it gives me each one of their answers, and I can give them points based on how well they answered the question. So this not only can be used to assess themselves, but also for me to assess whether I had given them the right content for them to understand. And I've used it before as a pop quiz, or whether it was just a end of class assessment to kind of review everything that we've talked about that was really important. What I also like to use is Kahoots. Now, Kahoots, I can embed the link right in my PowerPoints as well, but most of the times I like to put them in my announcements page. So basically, if I was having a quiz or test, I would make a Kahoot to help them kind of review, and I wouldn't make a large Kahoot. It would be mainly a 10-question one to give them some sort of sense of what the quiz or test is going to look like. So for my global class, I embedded the Kahoot link here. So what they do is once they click on the Canvas, it sends them right to the page where they can take the quiz itself, and it's perfect. And they love Kahoots. I think Kahoots are really fun, easy way to assess someone's learning, but I love to use Google Forms a lot more. There's a lot other methods that you can use to help students learn, and I feel like for me, just Google Forms is probably the best one. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully I helped in some way, and have a good one.